Hi, I'm Jerry Olenyn for Weather NorCal, and this is the Ag Report sponsored by Lassen Canyon Nursery. This week, we're at the Patrick Ranch Museum along the midway between Chico and Durham. The ranch itself is 28 acres. The museum is in the nearly 150-year-old Glenwood farmhouse, which has several barns and a priceless collection of artifacts. I am outside the Glenwood house with the director of the Patrick Ranch Museum, Yvette Zuniga. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here.
Tell us about the significance of this particular house. Why is it important?
It's important because it's almost 150 years old. It was built in 1877, and it's a beautiful home, and it's a museum that you can go through, and it's been restored to its original state. So all the furniture and the history of the Patrick Ranch and the house are all here for people to enjoy.
What kind of items will people see inside? What will they learn?
So there's several pianos. There's 3 pianos in there because back then that was a big part of entertainment and hosting. There's a beautiful dining room and a library. I mean, there's some phenomenal furniture in there to look at and to see how people lived. We also have some clothing that is on display to see what people were wearing at the time. And I mean, it's just an amazing house.
Why is it important to learn the history of agriculture?
Because as we become more and more populated, we don't have as much rural farmland, and this is a great place for us to be able to learn about how farming was done in the 1800s as well as early 1900s. We have a lot of different things that people can enjoy, like we have a blacksmith shop here where you see people working on actual blacksmithing. We have a vintage iron museum, which is old tractors from different decades. And then the Glenwood house, of course, of how people lived in 1877.
Tell me real quickly, how does it work in terms of tours, the cost, that type of thing?
We're open on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and people can just come and they can do the tours. Our blacksmiths are here on the second Saturday of each month, and then the Vintage Iron Museum is open during our events. So people can come enjoy different things. Checking our social media or our website is probably the best place to get the information on current hours and special events happening.
Well, it was wonderful talking to you, Yvette. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. And thank you for coming and telling people about Patrick Ranch. We want to welcome people here to learn and to enjoy this amazing property because you really feel the history and the passion that people have for being here.
And there's your Ag Report. I'm Jerry Olenyn for Weather NorCal.